Hello everyone, myself Mr. Nimesh G. Gandhi. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is heat transfer. In this subject, we are going to discuss about heat conduction through a hollow sphere. We are going to discuss about now heat conduction through hollow sphere. Now, first of all, initially we are just consider hollow sphere made of material having a constant thermal conductivity. Yeah, just consider one hollow sphere whose thermal conductivity is constant. Okay. Now, in this hollow sphere, you can see here hollow sphere having a inside surface is there and outside surface is there. So, inside surface radius is R1 and outside surface radius is R2. Okay, then after inside surface temperature is T1 and outside surface temperature is T2, and K is a thermal conductivity of that hollow sphere constant. Okay, it means we are just consider uniform thermal conductivity of the hollow sphere. Now we are just consider one element in hollow sphere whose radius is R from the center and whose thickness is dr. Okay, then after we have just considered that, okay, in this figure heat is transferred from inside to outside, and here we have just considered that, okay, heat is transferred only in radial direction, and we should here mention that, okay, heat flow radially outward. Why we should mention here heat flow radially outward? Because inside temperature T1 is high and outside temperature T2 is low. So we can say that T1 is greater than T2 and heat is always flow higher side to lower side. So at the time we just consider heat flow radially outward. It means heat is flow from inside to outside. So we can say that heat flow radially outward. We just consider only radial direction. We are not consider here axial and tangential direction. So single one flow heat direction will be considered. Now you can see here same. Now here one electrical analogy is there. Okay, which is similar way for the electrically normally we are consider voltage current. So similarly instead of voltage and current we are just consider here temperature, rate of heat transfer, and similarly resistance will be considered. Okay, so how much amount of heat will be transferred here to here, which is depend on the temperature difference T1 and T2, so which is also depend on the resistance of that sphere. Okay, now what will be the equation of that resistance? We are just going to derive. First of all we are going to derive the heat conduction through the hollow sphere, and then after we are going to discuss about the resistance of the hollow sphere. Okay, now already clear all this schematic diagram. Now how we can start this theory? So first of all we are just consider that, okay, we are here only consider the rate of heat transfer take place by the conduction, and rate of heat transfer take place by conduction which is law is given by the Fourier law of the conduction. So we are just consider Fourier law of conduction. And what will be the Fourier law of conduction? So Fourier law of conduction is what? Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx normally, that is of Fourier law of conduction. But if suppose we are consider cylinder or sphere will be considered, and that element if I will consider, so that element thickness will be considered, and what will be our element thickness is there? So element thickness is dr is there. You can see here element thickness is dr is there. We cannot consider dx will be considered whenever we are just consider the wall surfaces will be considered, but if we are consider radial direction will be considered, otherwise sphere or cylinder will be considered. So at the time instead of dx we are just consider dr. So what will be our equation? Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dr. Okay, up to that over. Now what will be the here? You can see here first what is Q? Q means rate of heat transfer per unit time. K means thermal conductivity of that material constant. A means area of that sphere or area of that element will be considered. dt means temperature difference and dr means thickness of the element. Now how we can start this theory? So first of all, what will be the area of sphere? So what is the equation of area of sphere? So area of the sphere, normally consider area of the sphere is equal to 4 pi r square. The equation of the area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. So we just put here in this Fourier law equation. So what will be the equation now? Q is equal to minus k 4 pi r square into dt by dr. Why we should consider r? So r is the radius of that element is there. Okay, now but we require the rate of heat transfer for the hollow sphere will be considered. Okay, so how it will be considered? So we have a two boundary condition is there, but instead of two boundary condition, first of all initially we have just considered that okay, one side we are just rearranging the term of the radius and another side we are just considered the term of the temperature. So that equation we are just rearranging. One side we are just considered the dr term and other side we are just considered the term of the dt. So how it will be considered? So that dr term will be considered this side, that radius will be considered this side, then remaining constant term as it is, and dt will be this side is there. So we are just consider rearranging this equation. So after rearranging, what will be our equation now? So q dr and that will be your r square. So below will be r square is equal to minus k 4 pi into dt. Okay, so that rearranging of that equation. Now you can see in this figure, so we have a two boundary condition is there. Okay, for the radius side two boundary condition is there and as well as temperature side. So how it will be considered? So you can see that inside surface radius is, so instead of r we can say that inside surface radius is what? R is equal to r1. And what will be the temperature of that inside surface? So T is equal to, we can say that T1. So that is a condition for the inside surfaces, and inside surfaces condition is what? Radius r is equal to r1 and temperature T is equal to T1. Similarly outside boundary condition will be considered. So similarly outside, what will be the radius r? So r will be, r is equal to outside radius is r2. And what will be our temperature? So outside temperature is T2. So T is equal to T2. So we have a one boundary condition inside and second will be outside, or we can say that inside surface boundary condition as well as outside surface boundary condition. So now we are just considered that boundary condition here, but how to apply this boundary condition? So at that time we are just consider that equation is integration with respect to that boundary condition will be considered. So our integration will be considered this side. Similarly this side integration will be considered, that is your constant term is there, we are just considered integration. Okay, what will be our limit is the, so what will be our limit? Here radius side is there. So what will be our radius inside and outside? So R1 and R2 is radius. So R1 for the inside and R2 for the outside. Similarly here temperature side is there, and temperature side, temperature boundary condition will be considered. Temperature limit is T1 and T2. We just consider that will be T1 and this side will be T2. Okay, up to that over. Now that equation is integration with respect to that will limit will be considered. Okay, so first of all integration of 1 upon r square. Q is a constant term, so as it is, Q as it is 1 upon r square. So it integration will be minus 1 upon r, integration of the 1 upon r square. Okay, what will be our limit? So r1 to r2 is equal to, that will be constant term as it is, minus k 4 pi. What will be the integration of that 1 is there here? Okay, integration will be T will be considered. So T, and what will be condition over here? Limit is there T1 and T2. Okay, up to that over. Now we just put that limit inside the bracket. So how it will be considered? So Q as it is. First we have just put 1 upon R2. So it will be minus 1 upon R2. Then after it will be minus minus, it will be plus 1 upon R1. Okay, is equal to minus 4 pi k as it is, that will be 4 pi k as it is. Now consider that temperature, so it will be T2 minus T1. Okay, we can also write here okay, Q side will be that R1 will be considered this side, R2 will be considered this side. So denominator will be R1 into R2 and it will be R2 minus R1, okay, is equal to, now you can see here, already I told you that T1 is greater than T2. T1 is greater than T2. So we require here T1 minus T2. So we just take that negative side inside. So it becomes T1 minus T2. So what will be our 4 pi k T1 minus T2. Okay, up to that. Now we require heat conduction through a hollow sphere. It means we require the equation of the Q. One more time rearranging, that radius equation will be considered that side. Okay, so what will be our now answer? Q is equal to 4 pi k as it is T1 minus T2 divided by, that denominator will be R2 minus R1 divided by R1 R2. Okay, up to that. We can also write this equation. Okay, Q is equal to T1 minus T2 as it is. Okay, and what will be our denominator? So denominator will be R2 minus R1 divided by, we can write that 4 pi k, denominator will be considered here R1 R2. We can also write that equation. Okay, we can also write Q is equal to, that is your temperature difference, T1 minus T2. So we can also write delta T, that is called T1 minus T2. And what will be that denominator? That is your resistance for the sphere. That is your resistance for the sphere. And what will be the resistance of the sphere? So resistance of the sphere is RTH for the sphere is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi k R1 R2. That is your resistance for the sphere. Already I told you here resistance of the sphere. So what will be our resistance of the sphere? It will be R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi k R1 R2. Okay, so we can say that, okay, here rate of heat transfer depend on the temperature difference as well as resistance. And what will be our equation for the heat conduction through the hollow sphere? So rate of heat transfer by the conduction, okay, in sphere, it will be, equation is Q is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi k R1 R2. That is your conduction equation for the hollow sphere. Okay, we also reduce that condition will be considered, Q is equal to delta T divided by RTH, and RTH means what? R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi k R1 R2. And already I told you what is R1 R2. So R1 is a radius of the inside surface, R2 is a radius of outside surface, 4 pi constant term, K means what? Thermal conductivity of the that hollow sphere, and R1 R2 radius is there, and delta T means your temperature difference inside minus outside. Why we should consider inside minus outside? Because our rate of heat transfer take place by heat flow radially outward, inside to outside, and T1 is greater than T2. So we should consider here T1 minus T2. Okay, up to that is your rate of heat transfer, heat conduction through hollow sphere. Thank you.